today I'm going to be talking about one of everybody's favorite parts of cooking, cleaning up. So I use the dishwasher a lot because I do a lot of cooking. I do make a mess with a lot of dishes, so I like to throw them in the dishwasher and go. For a few years now, I've actually been making my own dishwasher detergent because it's way easier and way cheaper. It really is, it's not something you have to make beforehand. You just keep a couple ingredients on hand and then you throw it all in with the dishwasher. Or with the dishwasher load. So I wanted to share this one with you because it is very easy, it's money saving, and it's actually way less toxic than using the store-bought dishwashing detergents. So what I have here are our three ingredients. You have baking soda, which I picked up this giant bag at Costco. You have Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, which is useful for pretty much everything. Like, this thing's awesome. And then just regular white vinegar. Again, I picked this up at Costco, very cheap. So you're going to take a half cup of baking soda and you're actually going to throw it in the bottom of the dishwasher. So underneath where the racks are, you've got the rack, the lower rack, and then you've got the bottom of the dishwasher. Just throw a half cup right down there. Now in the compartment where you would normally put the dishwasher detergent, you're going to add about a half teaspoon of Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. Very, pretty inaccurate, it's about a half teaspoon. I use like 2 squirts of it, not, pump squirts, but just kind of comes out like that. So about a half teaspoon. And then you're going to close that compartment where you just put the soap, and you're going to add the vinegar to the rinse aid compartment. So the one, most of them, they kind of screw out, you have to turn it and pull. Just going to fill that with vinegar, and then close it back up and run the dishwasher like normal. Now, for a while, I was actually using Dawn liquid dish soap, so the stuff. I was using that for a while, both for hand washing and for this, and it worked well, but I would always get these red, like irritated rashes essentially around my knuckles, and they were really painful, especially in the winter. And I'd always chalked it up to just the dryness and constantly like pulling the oils off my skin. But then I started to look into it, and I found out that Dawn actually gets a D from EWG. If you look that up, you can check it out in my post. I'll link to it there. They get a D because they do not disclose their ingredients or their processes to actually make this soap. So that means there's a lot of stuff in there that they don't really want you to know about. There is a carcinogen in there, at least it's highly likely that there's one. You can, again, check out the links in my post. There are parabens, which are always bad. And then there is a highly corrosive toxic element that is recognized by the EPA as such. And my guess is that's what was irritating my knuckles. So I've switched over to Dr. Bronner's, seen a lot of great results. My skin isn't irritated anymore, my knuckles are nice and clear, and now I can rest easy knowing that Dr. Bronner's doesn't do animal testing, which Procter & Gamble, which owns Dawn, does. So switch over to Dr. Bronner's, very comfortable with that. I've done a few loads with that and it's worked out great. You can actually see this used to have barbecue sauce in it. Now I'll get really close so you can see it's nice and clean and shiny. Absolutely nothing in there. And even one of the harder glasses to clean, where they're like really long, you get stuff stuck up in there, completely clean. So I really like this combination. Now, one thing you will see online that I want you to be careful about and don't do is a lot of people add either vinegar or lemon juice, mix it with the Dr. Bronner's soap. Don't do that. Dr. Bronner's soap is a base, and that's part of where it gets how it works. So if you add an acid to that in the form of lemon juice or vinegar, then it's just going to neutralize it, and then it's not going to work really well, so you won't see great results. So just use that. Just use the vinegar in the rinse aid compartment, because then you're applying them to the dishes separately. So just to be clear, keep those two separate. And you can actually, I got that from Lisa Bronner, so you can check her link on my post as well. That'll be going up later today. So thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section. Always look forward to feedback, and hopefully I'll be sharing more cleaning tips that are non-toxic with you in the future. All of mine tend to be easy. I'm not one for like complicated, put together DIY powders. Generally, it's either throw together in an instant or I don't have time for it. So if you like that, do share my video. Do you like it? Let me know what else you'd like to see, and I will see you next week.